Hello, guys. I am SS the Showstopper, and today is the 25th of March 2024. Guys, I was about to say the 25th of November. I swear there is something wrong with me, and time have some major issues with me because I will have an intention to say the right date, but I keep getting the wrong number. I keep getting the wrong date. I don't know why. I was gonna say the 25th of November. But anyway, it's the 25th of March in the year of our Lord 2024. Now, here lies a video that I want you guys to watch, and I will come back with my commentary. I think it's about two videos here, two videos at this point that I want you guys to watch. I want you guys to take notes, and then I will come back with what I have to say.
Many of you have an issue with my blogs, standing up for my Jamaican women. But when I read and are reading your comments, it's obvious that you don't know about Jamaican women and how Jamaican women treat their men. How many of you has ever seen the Jamaican women going into prison to visit their partners? You need to go at the bus stop or at the prison door of General Penitentiary and the other prisons and to see what's happening on visiting days. Let me tell you something. The males in the prisons are getting oxtail. They are getting the most expensive food, underwear, and footwear. Jamaican women are buying them and taking them in the prison for their men. They left gone to prison with 6 and 7 children, and Jamaican women are taking care of those 6 and 7 children. And every visiting days, they found the most expensive meals to take to prison to give to their partners every week. Did you know that Jamaican female in prisons don't get visits? You need to go to the entrance of the woman prison and see what happened there on visiting days. When it is family day, females are there for doing 15 years for life who has never gotten one visit in their lives. As a female go to prison, her partner left her. They cut off all communication with the female prisoner, both with their children, parents hardly visit, and women in whatever the prison name in Jamaica are not getting any visits. So when I speak, I am not only just speaking because I have a mouth. I am speaking from experience. I was a probation officer. I go into the prisons and I know what happened in there. Jamaican women are resolute. Jamaican women are strong. Jamaican women are determined. Jamaican women put their men first. Yes, it is said that we give the most jacket, but everything comes with a cost. Because a lot of you Jamaican men fail to provide for your family. And if you left and go road and don't leave any food, when you come back, your Jamaican woman are going to ensure that you get food to eat. Your Jamaican woman, when you left gone a foreign and don't look back on your Jamaican woman, every children are going to school tomorrow morning. Jamaican women run houses. So you don't come tell me anything. You want to tell me that all of them who run got married to light-skinned woman, after them give the Jamaican woman them 6 and 7 children, them couldn't find them to marry to? My family member for her husband left her gone a foreign with how much children go find woman up there and don't remember back in woman when have down a yard? What are you saying? Jamaican women stand tall. We take care of our men. So if you don't like it, it's your business. You don't like my comments, it's your business. Just go to the prison door. Go to Portmore 100-man lockup, visiting there, and look at the quality meals that going in. Go to the prison, Fort Augustus, Horizon. Just go to the prison door and just take a look at what the women are bringing into the prisons to give their men. And then you will come back and understand what I am saying.
And that is that. Now, this woman have been on social media and she has made some comments about, political things, a lot of things in society that she has spoken on. Some of it I've disagreed with her, didn't necessarily sit well with my spirit. But for the most part, some of the things that she says, her argument holds some merit. And because of such, I'm able to decipher her comments and able to understand where she's coming from. Now, she has made a comment about the entire Vybz Kartel situation, wherein he has married a woman who is not only non-Jamaican but also non-black, and she was questioning why is it that he had to marry or he had to engage to someone like that out of all the Jamaican women, if not Shorty, who is the mother of his children and other baby mothers. Why did he not marry or engage to a Jamaican woman? Why it has to be someone who is non-black? Even if it's a non-black woman, why does it have to be outside of Jamaica, a woman that's not from the Jamaican soil? And it creates an unease, I guess, for her and other persons who are out there, in particular women. There are one and two men who have been, not in favor of it, but for the most part, it's women who are making the comments and stuff like that, and they're questioning it. She also spoke on Asafa Powell and was saying that he's another one who is successful and he married someone who is not non-Jamaican, and people are wondering, what's up? You understand? So her argument and what she put forward in this second video, which is a follow-up video, she has hold some merit. She has spoke about in the prison system, I guess because Vybz Kartel is an incarcerated prisoner. She made reference to the prison system and how women are the ones who visit these guys, and they're the ones who bring these wonderful meals to them. While on the contrary of the female prisons, you hardly find men going there to visit women. You hardly find family members going there. They're there for a long time and they hardly get visits, if they even do. It's not like how the guys are getting brand shoes, clean clothes, all of these kind of things. Women hardly get that, and because of such, she's the one who is speaking on the purity then, or on the loyalty that Jamaican women hold to Jamaican men versus the disloyalty and the ungrateful behavior of Jamaican men when it comes to Jamaican women. And her argument holds some merit. There's some truth to her argument as to what exactly is it that she's saying and the points that she's putting forward. And I don't see an issue with it. I know it's going to create unease for a lot of men, and because of such, here lies the other video of a guy who has been showing his disdain or disagreements to her argument and what she's saying. You cannot watch it. Here it goes.
Like a big woman. I don't really too talk about her too tough still, cause no one this end up being a situation, a disrespectful situation. Zane, but I saw a video of her recently stating, well, pretty much attacking the likes of an Asafa Powell or a Vybz Kartel for marrying outside of the Jamaican diaspora. Zane, now apparently based on the backlash that she got or whichever comments that were under the video, she made a follow-up video stating that a lot of people seem to have a problem with her defending Jamaican women. And in her defense, apparently she used to work in the legal system of Jamaica. In her defense, she draw for the fact say, like she make a comparison between the prison systems, saying that when a visiting the females, you have an influx of female bringing in oxtail and all these things for the males in jail. And then when, in retrospect, when it's like men always leave females once they go to prison. Now, miss, ma'am, I mean this with the utmost respect. Sorry to burst your bubble, but majority of Jamaican men aren't criminals and I've never seen a day in prison. And majority of Jamaican females aren't criminals and I've never seen a day in prison. So you use that demography of people to try to instill your belief by every other normal, law-abiding, tax-paying Jamaican citizen is simply ridiculous. My question to you is, why do you think, because I always notice this and it's a black woman thing, sad to say, you don't give a fuck what the typical Jamaican man want to do, or the typical black man want to do with his hood, you don't care. He can go do what he want as long as he's a nobody. But you see, once the person in question is somebody with status, then there's an obligation, or there is a natural instinct for that person to go and marry somebody inside his race or whatever. Listen, don't be ridiculous. Do not be ridiculous. You speak as if the fact that you're a Jamaican woman mean you're a good woman. Are you not seeing what's happening in our society? You're active, you're a big woman, you're on social media every day, so you're a blogger. So you must, I know you're seeing what I'm seeing in a free society. So what right do you have to tell any man at all what to do with their hood? And you know what the next question is? Why is it that when a black woman marries outside her race, because though you did not touch on this topic, this is something that, as I said, I'm sure you can see. Why is it that when a black woman marries outside of her race, it's a status upliftment? It is a you go girl. Listen, man. One thing we do not hold our heads in, man. You know, like if we go and like you want to tell people how we govern their own life based on how you think. No man is obligated to tell anybody what to do with them life or how they want to live or how they want to love. You can offer some guidance, but you see stuff like that, you go and speak about who a man chose to marry is ridiculous. Catch yourself, pull up your socks for a big woman. Nobody I ain't telling you to come off a TikTok. I've seen, but you know what I mean? Like, pick sense out of nonsense and choose what you speak, man, because you're just starting to sound ridiculous now, and that's the honest truth. I mean no disrespect. You promised me bad prayer the last time I make a comment about one of your video them. Nobody go pray for me now, because simply I tell you, say, you're not having a right to tell nobody who to marry to. That's not your place. You're too judge if you're a Christian. Go on a church and go praise God.
And that is that. Now, here lies this guy and he's speaking on his disagreements. He made reference to the prison system and also incorporated the fact that majority of Jamaican men have never been inside of prison. They are not criminals. Majority of Jamaican women have never been inside of prison. They are not criminals and stuff like that. So he put his argument forward. But you know me, SS Devil Advocate. And so I will put out what's hidden in plain sight that you guys can see. First and foremost, his response is quite the semantic one. He is not making mention of her argument and the point that she's putting forward. What he did, he picked from the example that she gave in order to respond to it. Now, clearly, we all know that majority of Jamaican men are not criminals and they aren't in prison. We understand that, and also with Jamaican women. So that argument that he put forward and that point that he just made is rubbish right then and there. It was unnecessary. It was uncalled for. I don't know why he chose to put that forward, because she did not say that either. She was speaking on those who are actually in prison. So for you to put an argument of majority of Jamaican women are not in prison, or majority of Jamaican men are not in prison, as I've never seen it, that whole argument is null and void. And it shows how people who are not well-thinking individuals or critical thinkers, that's how they function. They thrive on semantics. They don't attack the point or the argument that is being put forward. They try to attack references that are made and create a whole new argument out of it, because the entire point holds a lot of merit and they aren't in the position wherein they are intellectually capable of debating it. No, he had made reference about it's okay for a man, when it comes to Jamaican women, it's okay for a man to sleep with whoever it is that he wants to sleep with when he is a nobody. However, when it's rich, you want to stipulate that he sticks with a Jamaican woman or with a black woman, yada, yada, yada. No. The last time I checked, there were way more broke men, and I've said this point in quite a few videos. The last time I checked, there are way more broke men, unsuccessful men, trying men, 9-to-5 men who are fathers, more so than there are successful men out there, or rich and successful men out there. So what would be the point of your argument? Who are the persons who are getting pregnant for these broke men? Who are the persons who are getting pregnant? Who are the baby mothers? Who are the ones who are running up and down, trying to get things together when they are incarcerated? It's the same woman. It is the same woman. She also made reference that these guys, when they get on, they don't marry the baby mother who they were struggling with. They marry women who are not of the Jamaican soil and also non-black. And that is a truth. So it has absolutely nothing to do with when he is a nobody. Because all these nobody men, according to your argument, are all these nothing-ass men they all have a baby mother. Majority of them have a baby mother. Majority of them have a baby mother or two. So who exactly are you speaking of? You're not addressing Jamaican women, because if such was the case, broke men would not be fathers. Broke men would not be living at home with a woman. Broke man would not be having someone he can call his girlfriend or his baby mother, if such was the case and your argument is true. Now we know in relationship there are ups and downs. Women leave men, men leave women. We're not going to get into the microcosm of it, and that's another argument for another day. We are speaking on the argument that you put forward, that when the man is a nobody is concerned, he can sleep with whoever. That is not true, because when you go to the family court, it's mainly broke women who are at the family court, arguing into points and all these kind of misery that they're in, and drama and toxicity, because men are deadbeat dads. They're putting them in drama with other women and all these kind of things. It's rare you find a rich or successful man at the family court. So your argument right there, sir, is null and void. The woman mentioned also that she was a probation officer and stuff like that. There are also people out there who have been through the court system, who have been in court, who have seen what the court system is like, and have seen what women have been going through over the years. And this is not with rich men on a grand scale. It's majority of not even middle class men, but more so men who are what? Poor, from the lower class in society. Women are going through a lot of drama with them when it comes to children, when it comes to other women, when it comes to all of these kind of debauchery. It's women who are actually dealing with these kind of things, and it's actually the broke men. So your argument then and then again is rubbish. You understand? Because if such was the truth, broke men would not be procreating. They would not be having children. They would not be being called baby fathers and all these kind of things. You understand? So why is it that when they get rich, they decide that they are going to marry these women? Why do they not stay celibate and decide that they do not want a girlfriend, or they don't want any relationship, or they don't want any sex? Because you can abstain. You can maintain self-control. It's not in a man's nature to have sex with any and anybody. That's a choice. Unless he is, in fact, a rapist. You understand me? That's a choice. So why not stay celibate then until you become successful? Then you decide to move on with whoever it is that you desire. I have been in the center and space of a lot of men who are rich and successful, and I hear how they speak on black women, and they do not speak something that is great. It's never something that is positive. And they all have black mothers, they have black sisters, they have black aunts. I'm sure they're putting an argument as if black women are monolithic. But yet if you put the argument that black men are all criminals, and they're all rapists and they're all thugs, then you're going to complain and say that it's racism or it's prejudice, and you're grouping all black men as if they're monolithic. But at the end of the day, you want to group all black women when it comes to the character and behavior as if majority of them or all of them are the same. So what say you with your argument? The woman was not telling a lie. Now, I guess when it comes to me, it is something completely different, because I care zero who a man chooses to lie with. I care zero. What I am concerned with, however, is in the Vybz Kartel case, he was professing and empowering young women to feel good, to give men blowjob, oral sex, do this, do that, because it's yours and girl, I go eat you and this and that, and you should feel empowered with sucking a man's penis. You should feel empowered and feel great about doing all these kind of things. But at the same time, he did not choose a woman who is empowered to suck a man's penis and let it known publicly that she's proud of it to propose to. He did not choose that type of woman. He did not choose the woman who fits the demographic of women we always praise in his songs. He did not choose that type of woman. He chose someone who have absolutely nothing to do with the demographic of women who we always praise. Now you know that there's a great hypocrisy when it comes to the behavior of not only this artist, but a lot of these guys in a general. They will say things because it suits their selfish benefits. You understand? It suits their selfish benefit, because who the oral sex is suiting? Who is it pleasing? Them. So it's for their own selfish benefit. But at the end of the day, when they get rich and successful, they're sailing off into the sunset with someone who has absolutely nothing to do with that demographic, because that's not what they desire. They're only in for an immediate gratification. And here lies women, a group of women who knows no better, who believe in the blind leading them, or the half blind leading them, who believe in a destructive black man leading them, who believe in an unintelligent man professing to be intelligent leading them astray, and they support it straight to the end of the earth because they don't even know what is good for them own themselves. And so when it's all said and done, you will see who this person really is. They are going to move off and sail off into the sunset and use the same pointers to discriminate and to disrespect and also to belittle you who was supporting him when he wanted to get out there and get himself known. This is what they do all day, every day. This is what they do. So the woman was not lying. And it's not majority of women, and it's not majority of black women. But here, why is it that it's always the black women who speak on it? Because the black community is deemed to be the bottom of the totem pole when it comes to success, when it comes to being inventive, when it comes to be ambition, goals, when it comes to beauty, when it comes to richness, when it comes to family orientation and all these kind of things. Now, I remember putting the argument that why would disoriented slaves descendants who have absolutely no idea of family values should want to speak on it. You understand? And because there's some truth to it. A lot of people do not believe in family values, and so you find a whole lot of broken homes out there. You find a whole lot of single parent household out there. Hence, the woman coming out and speaking on this subject matter. You understand? So when you look at the broader scale, you will find a lot more black women speaking on these men when they get successful, because the money is going inside another community, inside another ethnicity. That's why she's also going to speak on it. The wealth is not being trickled down back into the black community. It's going into a whole different community. See, white women, Chinese women, Indian women, a whole lot of these type of women don't have to speak on it. You know why they don't speak on it? Because their men put them at the top of the totem pole. When it comes to the black community, the black man does not put the black woman at the top of the totem pole. He supports other race of men who belittle black women. He supports other race of men who put down black women, who deem women who are white looking to be the idea of success, to be a reflection of their success and the white man's dream. And because of such, you will find a lot more black women complaining than other race of women. See, the white woman do not need to complain, because if it's a white man who is married to a black woman or who is dating a black woman, I'm sorry, she can easily go around the corner and pick another white man who is interested in her. It's not so when it comes to the black community who relies heavily on racism and colorism in order to proceed and see other races as the idea of success. That's where the issue lies when it comes to the black community. So for you to come with the semantic responses and believing that it holds merit, it holds absolutely none. You understand me? When these guys are struggling and these guys are trying to get to the next bench, the person who is behind them to support them is always someone who is what? Black. You're going to find a white woman going all out to find this no-name black guy struggling in order to help to move him from point A to point B. As soon as he becomes successful, he is reminded that, okay, this is the face of success. This is the idea of success. Let me go over there. Let me marry. Let me distribute my wealth in it. You know, and this is how the cookie crumbles. Now, like I said, when it comes to me, I care zero. My self-esteem is that high. I'm not looking into those guys' direction anyways, so it would not matter to me. It's for those who are looking into that direction and looking to them as leaders and looking to those type of men as desirables. You understand me? And then it fall right into their face. Then you will find this argument being put forward in the social media space. I care zero. My desires and who I desire is, you know, it's a particular demographic, but at the end of the day, I can look out into other places and I can venture out because I have that option and I'm within my right to exercise it, regardless of who is offended by it. Because I am not going to look into the garbage heap to find diamond. I much rather look into the ocean in order to find it, rather going through the rubbles to find a wholesome individual that has family values. That's all I have to say about it. Thank you so much for your time. Enjoy your day and may God bless you. Bye-bye.